I'm back. We certainly hope you've been enjoying the weeks up to now. Today's story we're going to be learning about Samuel, and it's going to be about Samuel finding a new king. And I'm sure this new king, you're going to have heard that name before. But if everyone could, we're reading from the same book, if you could turn to page 108. Our story today is called Samuel Finds a New King. And it's from the book of Samuel, which is found in the Old Testament of our Bible. And I'm going to start now. Have you ever tried to warn someone that something they were doing wasn't a good idea? Or have you ever tried to do the right thing and your friends wanted to do the wrong thing? When this happened to Samuel, he talked to God. Samuel, that young boy who worked with the priest Eli, was very old now. He had spent his life serving God. His grown-up sons were judges, but they weren't good judges. Just like Eli's sons, they didn't follow God's ways. The Israelites were fed up with Samuel's sons. They went to Samuel. "We want a king," they said, "not a judge like one of your sons. Find us a king to be our judge and rule over us. That's what we want." Samuel didn't like this and thought that it wasn't a good idea. As he always did when he had a problem, Samuel talked to God. "What should I do?" Samuel asked. "A king won't help them." "Samuel," God said, "just give them a king. Don't fight with them. They don't follow my ways anyway. But you must tell them everything that a king will do to them." This upset Samuel. He knew that if the people followed God, they would not want a king. Samuel called the people together. He said, "If you want a king, that's fine. But I want you to know what it will be like to have a king rule over you. A king won't treat you fairly. A king will take all your land from you. A king will make you work hard, and you won't like it. Everything you have will belong to the king, not you. And when you ask God to help you, God won't help you because you wanted a king instead of God." But the people didn't care. They wanted to be just like everyone else and have a king they could see. They didn't care if God helped them or not. Samuel knew this was a bad idea, but he agreed to find a king. With God's help, Samuel found Saul. Samuel poured oil over Saul's head. He said, "God makes you the king of God's people, Israel." That's the end of the story, and there's a few questions that you may want to think about. The people were angry that Samuel's sons were not fair to them. What do you say when someone isn't being fair to you? Good question. Our next question is, try standing like you think the people stood when they came to Samuel to demand a king. Why did they want a king? What can you do to stand up for yourself when you are treated unfairly? Who can help you? There's some good questions, and like the others, they're all in your book. So look at the questions again, and you can write down what you think are the answers. Obviously, there's no wrong answers. See you next time. Bye.